What's up, everybody? My name is Key Air, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going to be talking about men, is it worth marrying in the U.S.? Men, is it worth marrying in the U.S. Part 6? I'm going to tell you a very, very good story. But first, would you like, would you please share, would you please subscribe, would you please hit the notification bell? You're going to learn a whole lot. Like a lot of my videos, you will. You'll save a whole lot of money, thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you'll save yourself a whole lot of pain and suffering. So let's talk about, is it worth marrying in the U.S.? A lot of men make the mistake of chasing after women. Whole lot of men. Matter of fact, where I'm working at right now, I see men chasing after women. I'll see a guy, he'll see this one woman, he'll try to sleep with her. I'll see the same guy, after he has slept with that woman, he goes on to sleep with another woman. Then that same guy will turn around and sleep with another woman. All he's trying to do is just rack up numbers. You see another guy, he'll be doing the same thing. He's chasing after this woman, trying to screw around with her. Chasing after this other woman, trying to screw around with her. Chasing after another woman, trying to screw around with her. And then a lot of times men end up getting caught and get the woman pregnant. And when they get the woman pregnant, now they got a child support check to pay. And it's not easy. Some of them child support checks can put you in the poorhouse. Some of them child support checks can put you in the poorhouse if your attitude and your mentality is to be out here and goal and objective is to screw whoever I want to screw. And because basically, while you're doing that, even if you run into a really, really good woman that will be good for you the rest of your life or be an excellent wife from you, since your mindset is just screwing around with anybody and everybody you can to build up your body count, you done ran past your wife. And then when you finally get to the point to where you want to settle down and get a wife, you done already met your wife a number of times. Because you were sticking and moving, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Okay? You'd already missed your wife a number of times. So, very, very important that you cannot have the mindset that, because you're going to be extremely non-productive if you're chasing after a wife, if you're chasing after women. Don't be like some of these men out here chasing. Men 40 and 50 years old still chasing women. Got a bunch of kids, a bunch of babies all over the place, and they're still chasing after women, and none of their kids want to be bothered with them. Because the man's priority has always been to chase after women. That never had time to spend time with the kids that he brought into this world. Never had time for his kids. And so when that man gets old, those kids are not going to be spending time with you because you didn't spend time with them. It's the law of reaping and sowing. You didn't spend time with your children who are supposed to be your investment. You did not spend time with your children when they were younger because you're too busy out here chasing after women. And now when you get old and you need somebody to look after you, your children don't want to be bothered with you because they still remember when they were little kids and wanted to spend time with you and wanted you to take them to the movies and wanted you to get them some ice cream and help them with their homework. You were always too busy chasing after women. So now when you fast forward, get old enough where you too old to run the street, you want people to come see you and take care of you and look after you. Ain't nobody gonna come look after you. Nobody gonna take care of you. Nobody gonna look after you. Because all your children still remember when they wanted to spend time with you, you were too busy because you're too busy chasing after women. Now, I had gotten gotten invited to a father and son event at a church a number of years ago. I don't have any children at this particular point in time. I will have some soon by a good woman, and eventually I will marry. Okay, but as of right now, I was at that particular point in time, I didn't have no children, and so I got invited to this event because I was trying to participate in some community activities that was going to help young men out to be successful and to eventually be all that they can be. And so I went to this event. And when I went to this event, it was a nice event at this particular church. So I'm sitting there. And so while I'm sitting there was a guy across from me that was about 70 years old. So I've always been the type of person that enjoyed learning different things and new things. And wisdom is extremely important. If you want to be successful in life, you need to seek after wisdom. You want to seek after wisdom, go to the book of Proverbs in the Bible. It will show you how to be wise and how to be successful. So anyway, even though a lot of younger people do not respect or do not honor older people like they should, there was this guy that was at the table I was at. He was about 70 years old. I'm like, oh, wow, this guy's 70 years old. Let me talk to this brother. And so I was like, how you doing, sir? You all right? He said, yeah, my name is Kier. And what type of wisdom can you give a young man like me to help me in life? Okay? And so I'm thinking this guy's going to tell me something really, really profound. Going to tell me something really, really profound to help me. So I'm waiting for him to talk. He said, I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you nothing. I'm sitting up here like, you've been on this earth for 70 years and you don't know nothing to tell me that would help me to be successful or to advance in life. Can't tell me nothing. So I didn't say nothing to him. I just turned my head and looked away from him. Because I thought it was really, really ignorant the way in which the guy was acting towards me. Because I didn't ask him anything that was offensive in any way, shape, or fashion. Then again, he may have been one of them people who what you would call an old fool, okay? May have been one of those type of people, okay? That went through life all these many years and didn't learn anything and don't have no wisdom, okay? So anyway, I was sitting there, I was a little disappointed in this guy and the way he responded. And so there was this guy that looked like he was only about 10 years older than me. And so I was like, so I was sitting there, and so the guy said, hey, I can tell you something that'll help you. I said, so I'm thinking to myself, I mean, this guy looked like he was only about maybe 10 years older than me. So I'm like, okay, well, what can you tell me? So he says he's in the same place in his life right now that he was 10 years ago, previously. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So what do you mean you're in the same place in your life right now that you were in 10 years ago? Why is that? He said, because he chased after women. All that time he chased after women. He said 10 years ago he should have started his business. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. He said, when you're chasing after women, you got to pay for the hotel, motel to take them to after you get them out of the bar. When you're in the bar or at the club or whatever lounge that you're in, you got to pay for their drinks. So you got to pay for the hotel, motel. You got to pay for the drinks. You got to pay for dinner. He said, all this money, you got to pay for clothes. You got to pay to get your hair cut. You got to pay. He said, you got to spend all of this money chasing after women. And so all the money you spent on that woman, you got to spend some more money on this other woman you chasing after and this other woman you chasing after, which goes back to what I'm saying before. You can waste a whole lot of time chasing after women. You can waste a whole lot of time chasing after women. Like this brother said, he basically wasted 10 years of his life because he was too busy chasing after women. The business that he should have started 10 years ago, which probably would have been extremely profitable now, he is just now starting now, 10 years later. Do you understand why it's extremely important for you not to be chasing women? Don't be chasing this one. Then you screw around with her and you chasing that one. You screw around with her and you chase another one. You're wasting time. You're being unproductive. You're being unsuccessful. You're wasting time. Don't waste time. My name is Kier. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please hit the notification bell, and peace.